comparing mortgage options can be incredibly confusing. I hear clients all the time just kind of throw up their hands and say, you know, I've got this worksheet, I've got that worksheet, they're all on different formats. How do I discern which is better? Lower interest rate, lower cost, how does APR factor in all of this? And it's really kind of a confusing endeavor for clients to figure out. So what we try and do is simplify that as much as humanly possible using the total cost analysis. Our job is to offer trusted advice and to give as much transparency as humanly possible for the mortgage shopping experience. And our process is completely different than what you're going to get from most lenders that present you with a fee worksheet or an LE, a loan estimate. All very confusing, multi-page spreadsheet-looking documents, like Excel spreadsheets with different columns and rows and tabulations, and how do they all total? And how do you compare 6 or 7 of those on your mobile device? Really tough to do, impossible to do. So the total cost analysis allows us to line up to 4 different loan options. I can do a 30-year fixed, a 15-year fixed, a 20-year fixed. I can do an ARM. I can do mortgage insurance. I can do no mortgage insurance. I can do a first and second mortgage. Whatever combination of options I think might behoove the client or even educate the client, I can line up in the total cost analysis, boom, 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 right next to each other. Now, the beautiful of the total cost analysis is it doesn't just tell you your interest rate and your closing costs and your APR. It tells you the total cost of each of those loan options over a specified time horizon. So let me tell you why that's so important. If you're shopping based on an APR, an annual percentage rate, that is the total cost of your loan over 30 years. How many people do you know keep their mortgage for 30 years? I don't know any. Like literally nobody keeps their mortgage for 30 years, right? So the average I think is right around 7 years. If you're younger than 40, it's probably more like 5 years. And why are we shopping for loans based on a 30-year annual percentage rate? We should be looking at the total cost of every loan option that is available to you as a client over the time horizon you're going to be in the home. So if we think you're going to be in the home between 5 and 10 years, then we're going to build a total cost analysis with 1, 2, 3, 4 different options if those are available to you. And we're going to break down for you the total cost, which is interest, closing costs, and if you have mortgage insurance on the loan, over the time horizon that we think you're going to stay in the home. Now, the other beautiful thing about the total cost analysis is once we kind of narrow down on a couple of options, we can start looking at some really cool things like, all right, well, what if we put an extra $100 towards principal? What does that do to our equity position when we move in 5 years? We can do all kinds of analysis on refinance where, all right, if we pull this money out and then we pay off these debts, or if we refinance and lower your payment and then you now contribute towards a retirement plan, what does that holistic financial picture look like in 15, 20, 30 years? Something that you cannot do with a fee worksheet. Now here's what's so surprising. I've been doing this for almost 17 years, and I think I know a thing or two about mortgage, and that can be dangerous, even with as much experience as I have. I'll sometimes go into a scenario for a client and I'll think, well, for sure this is the right way to do it. And then I'll build the total cost analysis, and I'll go, oh my gosh, I was wrong. This is the way to do it. The numbers now tell me that my initial knee-jerk reaction or intuition isn't necessarily the best way to do it because I've built the total cost analysis and I have delineated the total cost over the time horizon that the client wants to look at or evaluate. So even with as much experience as I have, the total cost analysis in its number crunching ability is still my teacher. So hey, if you'd like us to build you a total cost analysis, we would absolutely love to do it. Just tell us a little bit about your mortgage scenario. Send us your current mortgage statement or the home, a little bit of the parameters of the home that you want to buy. We'd be honored to help you with your new home purchase, and we'll be sure to present you with the options that you need and make sure you get trusted advice you can count on.